Hi, my name is Karis. I'm not a celebrity or a YouTuber or anyone you should know, but I have a story you will probably be able to relate to. It all started on April 4th, 1995. Fun fact, you know how babies are usually born inside the hospital? Well, this particular small human was born outside the hospital, more precisely on the footpath at the hospital gate. Talk about being impatient. I was born into a beautiful family with really loving parents. I had a pretty fun childhood. I was good at school. I was known for being happy, chirpy, always cheerful, always smiling, and always hyper.
Woohoo!
I never really had anything to complain about in life. But in 2005, that all changed. There was this old man that used to tutor me at home. And one evening, well, he sexually abused me. Here's the thing. I was too naive then to know what it meant to be sexually abused, especially by someone I knew. I felt shame and helplessness. I didn't speak to my parents about it because I thought firstly that it didn't matter. But even if it did, they wouldn't believe me. I was too ashamed to speak. So I suppressed it and thought one day I would forget everything and it would be alright. But I was wrong. Years went by. I didn't realize it then, but that one evening, that one incident was shaping my life. Most of all, it was shaping the way I looked at myself. I put on a brave face during the day, but in the nights, I would just cry myself to sleep, feeling worthless, helpless, and damaged. But in 2011, a new journey began. I was in high school and, well, you probably guessed it, I met this boy. I never thought I'd ever fall in love. But here's someone who was interested in my life. He never treated me wrong. He was so supportive of my dreams. And heck, we both even liked football. He would play and I would cheer. I finally found the one. A high school love story. My kids would love this. I finally felt like I could trust someone, even with that terrible memory that had haunted me all my life. And so, I told him. He was the first person I ever shared it with. I knew he would be there for me and that he would protect me. By then, I had let all my defenses down, leaving room for my trust to be compromised. And that's exactly what happened. As it turned out, the relationship wasn't just between the two of us, but with another person as well. We broke up. All my dreams of being with the right guy, having someone to love, protect, and trust, all shattered. It was at this point in my life that everything surfaced. My past, my present, and my future. The shame of my past and all that it had birthed in me would never leave me no matter how hard I tried. My present was filled with so many questions and insecurities and so much confusion. And my future held so much fear. I carried fear with me everywhere I went. The fear of heartbreak, the fear of rejection, the fear of being let down, and the fear of being abused again. Everything was masked underneath a smile. Who could I speak to? Who was there that wouldn't judge me for all that had happened to me and all that I had done? The weight just got so heavy. So I decided to handle this the only way I knew how. The only way my parents taught me to. I prayed and prayed and prayed some more. God was honestly the only one I had who knew everything. I said, Jesus, take it away. The shame, the fear, the feeling of being trash. Please just take it away. And you know what? It didn't happen overnight. But slowly, things started to get better. As I kept talking to Jesus, I began to feel more secure. I began to learn what love really is. And you know what? It was so different from the things I had been involved with. I gradually became more confident who I was. I didn't see myself as tainted anymore, but new, clean, and restored. The more intimate I got with God, the more I realized that fear is a lie. And you know what? He brought some beautiful people into my life. I was surrounded by people who genuinely cared for me. And after 10 years of silence, God finally gave me the courage to open up and share my past with my parents. It was a huge load lifted off my shoulders. I finally felt free and liberated. Opening up does help, you know. Oh, and by the way, I still see my abuser every now and then. And you know the coolest part of it all is that I'm not affected by it anymore. My life hasn't been all smooth sailing and perfect ever since then. I haven't forgotten my past. The fear of another sexual abuse sticks on like a birthmark. But this time, it's different. My fear doesn't define me. I'm not tainted, I'm not damaged, and I have a hope and a peace that transcends all my fears. Because of Jesus, I get a fresh start every day. Today, I can boldly tell you that my story, no matter how messy it is still my life. I may or may not have chosen my path, but it has made me who I am today. The pain of my past does not define me or my future anymore. God does.